Every day for me pretty much starts the same way. After 1 to 7 snoozes, I'm out of bed. Take a couple breaths, breathe in the morning, maybe a nice stretch, and I walk to the bathroom. Reach for my toothbrush and stand there as muscle memory kind of does its thing, and I start brushing my teeth. Pretty quickly I forget I'm brushing my teeth at all, and my focus shifts to the tall glass mirror that's staring in front of me, and of course, the human being that's on the other side. And immediately the voices start rushing in, and I start judging that person, often disappointed with what I'm seeing. I wonder what it'd be like if I didn't have access to a mirror. What would I reflect on instead? I imagine I'd be forced to look inward and discover who I really am, as opposed to settling for what my eye has tricked me to believe. I'd be forced to learn that my acceptance of this person actually has nothing to do with the external image I portray, and I'd have to see that what I do and what I don't do isn't who I am. I'd stare at a blank wall and realize that my inability to discover identity outside of this body is crippling my ability to project me. Okay, the reason I'm going here is because in order for me to understand why I do what I do, I have to first understand who I see myself to be. Because whether I'm aware of it or not, my answer to this question determines how I show up to everything that I do. Every interaction, every day at work, every test, whatever it is that I'm experiencing on the outside is a projection of who I see myself to be on the inside. The sad reality is right now, as a nation, a world, or however you want to define it, we're experiencing an identity crisis. And a fractured identity will always lead to a fractured life. I see it manifesting in depression and loneliness, anxiety, even homelessness. And it breaks my heart. And I experience it too. So maybe this question is a breeze for you, or maybe it's something that you rarely actually let yourself think about. Either way, I would love to share a few of the ways that I see you, things that I often use when speaking life into my own identity. You are beloved every second of every day, regardless of what the voices tell you or the stories you write about how people perceive you. You are enough, perfectly imperfect, and possessing a worth that has nothing to do with what you do or do not do. You're one of a kind, carrying a light that shines like none other in this world. You are a beautiful expression of the divine love visible in all of creation. You are a child of God. Maybe these words landed and maybe they didn't. For me, everything I'm saying is coming from what I believe at my core. So next time you're standing in front of the mirror and the voices start to flood in, stop and ask yourself, who am I? What do I really think about myself? And look past the face. Go straight to the heart, because this is where your identity lies, and this is where your life is found. Thanks, guys.